Yo, welcome back to the Road to Glory series, the Malik Jefferson story, the QB out of Biloxi, Mississippi, who's a dual threat quarterback. So I'm not going to waste your time. We're just going to get right in it. Coach comes up and tells Malik that they're playing a press covered team, and so if he can get any way to get good at throwing the ball and getting a lot of points, this is their chance. And also that he has to narrow down his top 10 pick to just 3. Now Malik's friend Alex decides to show up and ask him, is he coming to homecoming? But Malik is definitely dedicated to the craft, so he's just going to skip homecoming and he's going to grind it out because he knows the game is important, so that increases his attributes with the deep throw. Now we have the Gulfport, I guess, Sabertooths or Wildcats. With Gulfport, they are Biloxi's biggest rival, so this is the rivalry game that everybody's been anticipating with Malik. And so we have anticipation, we have ball out, we have blank canvas, we have red zone surgeon, and then we have high key speed. So we're just gonna go through and pick what we think is good for Malik. So I think we're gonna go with anticipation. We're going to probably go with ball out, maybe red zone surgeon, and then high key speed. I think those will work. So let's get into this game and let's win. All right, we got Malik coming out on his first drive, and he has a play action pass that he is anticipating for. So he's going to hit a play action. He's going to look left. He's going to throw it right to his running back, and he only gets 2 yards there. So Malik knows this game he has to carry the team on his back. He is almost at a 4-star rating, and he wants to get there. So play action, he starts to get sacked, but eventually gets out of it. And like I was saying, Malik knows that if he wants to get to where he has to be, he has to somewhat play a perfect game. Even though that's impossible, he can still do it. So looking here, he's standing in the pocket, wide open pocket. He throws his wide receiver, is wide open, and the receiver gets past the 50-yard line for a good first down. Now Malik is in his favorite formation with that duo. He's a play actioner. He looks around. He's starting to scramble to his left. He's probably going to chuck it downfield, and he gets a touchdown. Touchdown, Malik and the Biloxi Cyclones, and that moment is completed. Malik sees opportunity, so he knows he has to do everything in his power to get to where he needs to be successful. Now Malik decides he's going to take the ball in his own hands, and he runs because he needs to scramble for the first down. And scrambles a QB, and he gets a juke move there. He jukes the defender, and he gets a first down. Malik is feeling it today. He's feeling it in his bones. He's feeling it in his spirit. Malik knows what's at stake here, and to be a great player, you have to play great games. He's in the pocket. He dumps it to his running back. The running back gets no yards there. So the next completion he has to do is first down on QB scramble. So he can't be a design run, so he's going to see if he can get a little mix up here with the little audibles going on right here. He's standing in the pocket, and he's going to throw it deep, and the wide receiver goes up to the highest point and gets a first down. This team is rolling right along, and Malik is the engineer for it. All right, Jefferson's in the backfield with a lone running back. It's a play action pass here, and he's going to look. He's going to try to get outside the pocket, but he's going to still throw it, and gets up, and the receiver still catches it, almost gets out, but he still gets some yards there, 4 yards. So a first down on a QB scramble. So he ended up locking that in. So now all Malik has to do is complete the drive and get a touchdown out of it. Malik steps back. He's looking across and there's a sack. They only sent about 3 or 4, no pressure, and still the offensive line could not hold up. Malik is standing in a shotgun formation. He's backing up. He's looking. He's going to probably dip it off and try to catch the receiver, but it was off the mark. And that's how they're going to finish the drive, even though it is completed. High key speed is the next thing he has to complete, so he's going to get right to it. Malik's out in the 5 wide. As you can see, he is probably going to audible here because the box is stacked. He's standing back. He's looking across. He takes the receiver that's going across there and gets a gain of 8 yards. For his moments here, he has to get to scramble for 10 plus yards or run or scramble a touchdown in. So he's going to take off and run here. He's going to spin move, and it is 3rd and inches on the play. All right, Malik is in 5 wide again. He sends the wide receiver in motion. The motion decides to come out the backfield. He's standing there and he's looking. He gets rid of the ball, but it's 4th and inches. And they're going to hurry up offense because Malik wants to keep this drive alive and he still has to complete his drive goals. So he decides to change up the formation a bit to pistol, and he's back there. And he's just going to dump it to the wide receiver or tight end there to get the easy 1st down yards. So now Malik knows that he has to cook. This game is so important to him and he has to come through. All right, Malik's out there in that pistol formation. He decides to roll out. He's going to take off and he's going to run and he's going to slide, and he gets that 1st down. He gets that scramble for 10 yards. Malik comes back out in that duo formation, one of his favorite formations. Here is the play action pass. He's going to drop it to the running back, and the running back gets a gain of 3. Malik comes back with 2 flanking running backs, and he's going to play action pass here, and he's going to step back, and he's going to take a sack, which now is 3rd and 14. A loss of 7 on the play. Now Malik is out. He has to get this 1st down. We're going to see how he's going to try to shoot through this adversity because he still has to get a moment completed. He decides to roll out. He's trying to see if he can get the ball there, and that is a 4th down play. And I think that is the end of the drive, and he was not able to get that drive. Now Malik has red zone surgeon that he has to finish, and it is the 4th quarter with 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and he can't throw an interception, and he just has to score a touchdown. So he's going to look back and stand back there. He's going to get it across. He had so much time in the pocket, and a timeout is called. I believe that timeout was called by Gulfport. Malik is going to stand back, and he's going to take off running, and he's trying to get the ball ahead, but only gets 2 yards. Malik stands back with the wide receiver to his running back to his right. He goes for a screen pass. The wide receiver catches it. The wide receiver does a little shake and bake, and he gets to 3rd and 1. Now Malik is going with 5 wide, no linebackers lined up in the box. And he's going to take the ball, snap, and he's going to cut up the middle and get a 1st down, and it's 1st and goal, Biloxi. Malik comes out in the 5 wide again, and he's going to see if he can get the ball into the end zone. And he takes off, and he gets an easy touchdown, and that's how you win the game. Touchdown, Biloxi. And that moment is completed, and that is the end of the game. With a good game under Malik's belt, he is getting offers from Buffalo. He has one from the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii and Charlotte 49ers. So Malik's offers are building up, and his ranking is going up. He also gets offers from Akron, Miami U, and Ohio, the Mean Green of North Texas. And then Malik's coach comes to tells him that they're playing a team that doesn't play a lot of man coverage or blitz, so he's going to have to work that zone, and that it's no shame in cutting down your offers or switching them up. And of course, Malik, being the mild-mannered person that he is, he's just going to give coach the very most polite answer and tell them, of course, thank you, coach. So the coach from Arkansas State Red Wolves tell him that he's been looking at his tape, and Malik thinks he is ready to go to defeat whatever highlight moment that they give him. And so now we have Macon the Marauders, I believe. I don't know, but that's their team. And we have our highlights that we're going to just kind of go through and look at right now. So we have airing it out, RPO, playmaker, walking, highlight, ice in the veins, and then the Arizona State's going the distance. So I think we're probably going to pick something that's good for Malik. And so we're going to go with airing it out. We're probably going to go with the walking highlight. We're going to go ice, veins, and then of course we got to hit the Arkansas State's moment. So let's get into the game. So Malik comes out in the first play of the game, and it's going to be a play action pass in his favorite duo, and it's a play action there, and he starts to roll out. He sees that there's someone open, and he passes it, and he completes the pass on the run, and he's going for 6 reservation for 6 touchdown, and he gets 2 moments all in one. What a beautiful pass by Malik Jefferson, and that is a touchdown by your Biloxi Cyclones, and that moment is completed. Such easy work. Now we have to do going the distance, and Malik is lining up with offset running backs. He steps back, looks, he starts to roll out to his left, he starts to throw it, and he slings it in. He gets the first down the field. Malik is playing lights out this game. I think he realizes what's at stake, and he may be shooting to become a 4-star after being close to being a 3-star. There is a bubble screen here, and the wide receiver just gets a couple of yards there. Malik goes out in the 5-wide formation. Looks like he's gonna commit to his favorite play, and that is going to take off. And Malik is red hot, and he gets a few yards there. The only thing he has to do is QB run or scramble for a touchdown. So Malik is going back out into the 5-wide. He knows that he cannot pass the ball, but he's going to at least get the ball there. He's going to pass it out quickly to the wide receiver, who almost breaks free to gain some extra yards, and that is a first down. Malik is out in that duo formation, and he hands off there, and he sees that he has a little room to throw to his receiver, and he catches the ball short of the first down. Malik has a combination here in the duo, and he fakes the pitch there, but he passes it to the receiver, and the receiver steps out, but it is incomplete. And Malik has to put the team on his back to win this game because they are down. And he decides to take off, and he bounces off the lineman, but Malik is headed to the touchdown. He dives, and he gets the touchdown. Touchdown, Biloxi. And that moment is completed. Malik is playing like a man possessed because I think he knows what's at stake. If this team is not going to play man, if they're not going to blitz, he's going to give them everything that he has. Malik pumps fakes to the right. He steps up in the pocket, and he decides to run. He starts to spin, and he breaks a tackle, but he still gets the first down. Malik comes with a running back out to his right. He steps back in the pocket. He's looking, he's surveying. He sees a receiver, but he overthrew it, and it's out of bounds. Malik knows he still has to QB run or scramble for a touchdown, so that it is one of his objectives that he has to complete. Malik throws a bubble screen there. He runs out, and he gets a little block there, but it is 3rd and 4, and he only gets 6 yards. Malik is back in the 5-wide, and I think he may commit to his favorite play here. He decides to run and takes off and gets the first down. Malik is playing safe. He rather keeps the ball in his hand and not try to depend on anybody else because he knows he is the safe bet to get it done. Now Malik is out in the duo formation, does a little check in here, and he fakes play action. He starts to roll out, gets the ball off before he gets a sack. It is 2nd and 10. The duo formation is back out again. Malik play action pass, and he gets rid of it quick. The running back just let the lineman come right on through without being touched. This play right here is most important for Malik because he has to get this first down in order to complete this drive. So he's going to wait. He's going to throw it. It is a hitch, and he gets the first down. Malik was very patient with that last play, but let's see how he finished the rest of the drive. He's out in the 5-wide. He takes a run. He starts to run. There's a block. He gets the first down. All right, Malik is in 3-trip set. He takes a step back. He's staying in the pocket. He steps up and he decides he's going to run, and he's going to take a slide because he does not want to turn the ball over in such a close game. It is 27-20 in the third quarter. Malik snaps the ball. He's going to throw the bubble screen, and the wide receiver starts to try to shake and bake but gets stopped. It is first and goal inside the 10-yard line. The ball is snapped. Malik receives it. He's going to try to run it, and he gets 5 yards. It is second and goal. Malik knows right now it's now or never. You are in goal down distance, and it's now or never, and you have to get the ball in. And I think he's going to take control and put the team on his back, which he does, and he shakes and bakes, and he gets the touchdown. Biloxi Cyclones. A great finish to a great drive and a great moment. Now let's see if Malik has ice in his veins. He just has to reach field goal range or score the touchdown. They are down 30-27. It's a play action pass here. The running back picks up. He decides to roll out. Malik throws it, and he catches it. Oh, inbounds within the 20-yard line, and they make field goal range. Only thing he has to do is score a touchdown. There is 1 minute and 57 seconds left, and let's see how Malik decides he wants to play this out. So the running back ducks out the backfield, and he throws it. It's a screen. The running back gets to the 10-yard line, but it is a 2nd and 5. Malik is deciding to go 5 wide again. That is what he's most comfortable in. The running back goes in motion. He decides to pull back, and the receiver drops the ball coming across the middle. I think Malik's going to have to get creative. He knows that he can't just rely on his teammates if the teammates aren't going to hold on to the ball. So Malik is back out in the 5 wide, and we know what play he may go to. It's his bread and butter. And he takes the ball, he snaps, and he gets that first down. You want to win? Put it in Malik's hands. So Malik decides to go back out in that 5 wide formation. Malik is snapping the ball, and he's going to take it, and he's going to get the touchdown, which means the drive is completed. Touchdown, Biloxi. Now, after that game, the Ole Miss Rebels decides to send an official offer. He gets one from UAB as well, and UNLV, a school that is actually interesting to him, and James Madison University, Sam Houston Bearcats, and Missouri State. And you see his ranking shoots up. He is almost close to a 4-star after having such a very strong game. He also gets offers from Ball State, Toledo, Liberty University. As you can tell, his national, state, and position rank goes up, and Malik knows the time is now if he wants to get to that 4-star moment. As you can see, Arkansas State comes up. Coach comes up and tells him that he's done a good job and he was impressed with his gameplay, so his scholarship bonus increased. So good for Malik. Coach stops Malik in the hallway and tells him that it's senior night and that he should be proud that his family and friends are all going to be there to support him. But the most important thing is that he narrowed down his 3 picks for his schools, and he gives Coach the most confident answer ever and said, I didn't read all that, but it sounds good. Malik knows what he has to do, so Malik goes down to cut his top 3 picks, and after mulling over the picks, he decides that the best interest for him at the moment are Middle Tennessee State, UNLV, and Florida Atlantic. Now, as we look into the last game of the season, we have our last moments, and we have Life of the Party, Your Time, which is a little bit easy to probably do. We have 2-minute drill, chain mover, and hometown hero. And so now Malik has quite a bit to choose from, but I know he's probably going to go Life of the Party. He's going to do 2-minute drill. I think we're going to go with chain mover, and then of course we're going to go with hometown hero to end off the year right. So let's get it. This is the final game of Malik's high school career. All the hard work that he's put in has finally led to this. And Mr. Malik Jefferson, you've earned it, brother. You've earned it. Let's go out here and be great your last game. All right, Malik starts off in the dual formation. Play action pass here. He starts to roll out. He sees the wide receiver and overthrows him from the jump. Malik has those senior game jitters. He knows there are scouts out here watching, so he's trying to make sure he does everything perfect. Malik is out with the two running backs flanking him. There's a motion from the wide receiver. Malik steps back. He decides to stand in the pocket, and he sees an open wide receiver across the middle and going to almost a 35, but he gets that 20-yard completion for a first down. Malik steps back. He's looking, he's surveilling, he steps up, but he doesn't. He gets sacked. Wow. So it's a loss of 2 yards, 2nd and 11. So Malik is just trying to gain some scrambling yards. Malik goes with the play action pass. Receivers coming across, and he just dumps it off to the wide receiver there to the left just to get some yards back that he lost, and it's 3rd and 6. Malik knows he has to convert this first down to continue the drive because he still has to get some scramble yards. Malik takes a step back. He decides to throw the pass here wide open, and the wide receiver catches it even though it was thrown behind him. Malik knew how pivotal that would be in the game, that he had to convert that first down. Now Malik has a spread offense here. He steps back in the pocket. He's looking. He's moving to his left. Malik decides that he's going to run, take off, and he's trying to slide but gets hit. And he only has a gain of 6 yards there, which contributes to his gaining yards. He only has to get to 25. There's some audibles here. Malik steps back. Malik has a lot of time. Malik decides to step up and run. He's going to take off. Malik's heading to the 20, the 15. He tries to spin, and he is tackled on close to the 15, but he gets his 25 yards completed for his moment, and all he has to do now is complete the drive by scoring. He steps back. He dumps it off to the running back. The running back has to turn around and get it, but the running back gets only 2 yards there. The Cyclones are on the 12. Malik's doing a little audible calling here. Malik steps back, and he sees the running back off in the flats, and the running back gets tackled and only gets a couple more yards. Malik takes a step back. He sees a receiver coming across, and he drops the ball, completes the moment, but does not get the touchdown. Malik is out in 2 running back set. We have the receiver running back across again in formation. Malik rolls out to the right, and Malik decides to throw it to the wide receiver and gets a first down. All Malik has to do is to reach field goal range and score a touchdown. Malik takes a step back. He's looking. He takes a step forward, and he gets a sack there. It's an unfortunate sack from Malik, but it's 2nd and 13, so he still has a chance to get back in the territory where he can reach field goal range. Malik gets the snap. He rolls. He throws it to the receiver who's wide open and gets in the field goal range and gets a first down. Good throw and placement by Malik. Jefferson takes a step back, and he's rolling to his right. He sees that there is green grass, and he decides to take off. There's a block, and he tiptoes on the sideline and gets tackled out of bounds for the first down. Malik is back in that 5 wide set. Wide receiver coming in motion. Receiver going out of the backfield. He's cutting up. Malik decides to try to run, and he throws, and he catches it, and he gets the touchdown. Touchdown, Cyclones. And that moment is completed. Malik just moved over into the 4-star category. Malik goes out in that 5 wide. He has to avoid the 4th down, and he has to reach the 50-yard line. So let's see how Malik plays with this. And he's waiting, and he sees a wide open receiver that's coming across the middle and gets a first down. Malik snaps the ball, play action pass. He decides to try to roll out, but he gets sacked there. Unfortunate sack with a loss of 11 yards on the play. That is not good for anybody involved. Malik is 5 wide, tries to set up some audibles here. Snaps the ball. He sees the wide receiver going down, but it is too far ahead. The receiver was wide open down the seams, and Malik decides to overthrow him. Patience was key, and he was patient. He had no one. 5 wide again, 3rd and 20. Let's see if Malik can avoid and get out of this 4th down jam. And he sees the wide receiver, and he does not get the moment here and misses it completely. That is so unfortunate. So going to the last game of the season, he's not playing his best, but he could play better. So this is the last one for him as the hometown hero, and all he has to do is score a touchdown. But there is 50 seconds left on the clock, and he has to hurry up. Malik snaps the ball, pumps fake to the right. He throws down the middle, and he got it that time, and he's close. He keeps churning his wheels, and he's within the 10-yard line. There's 40 seconds remaining, and I think Malik can take his time, but hurry up at the same time. And he is in that 5 wide set, and he is running the ball, and that was a nice block for the O-line. Just so happened the linebacker decides to sneak back in, so he's going to hurry up here, and there's 25 seconds left on the clock. Malik pumps to the right. He throws across the middle, and the wide receiver gets the touchdown. And that is the game. Touchdown, Cyclones. And because of the hard work, Malik has deserved more scholarships, some from Kentucky, from LSU, Middle Tennessee State, Ohio Bobcats, SMU, and Delaware Blue Hens. Now after that has put Malik over the top for the 4-star status, changed his position, his state, and his national ranking. So he really has some work cut out for him going through his picks that he has to go through. He's going to figure out what school is the best situation for him, and as he mulls over those decisions with his family, his friends, and finds out what's best for him, Malik has decided that his top 3 picks will be Middle Tennessee State, Mississippi State, and UNLV. Now this is the most anticipated moment for Malik. He is setting his mental ability that's going to help him after he graduates high school. One of the best things that could happen for him, as you can see, he has fan favorite, Road Dog, a clear head, so there is winning time, the natural, field general, headstrong, adrenaline, and roller coaster. And I think Malik thinks that he is going to go to a school and he is going to take over, and what he will need to do that will be field general. So the time has finally come. All the hard work that has been put in, Malik has finally made the moment where he can choose a school that he feels is going to be the best situation for him. A school that he can come in, bring a culture of winning, excellence, but also become a scholar and a pure student athlete. The time for Malik is now. Does he go with Middle Tennessee State? That's up in Tennessee. Does he pick Mississippi State? Or does he go to the bright lights of Las Vegas? And his choice is